My warm greetings to you, and I welcome you today to day 2 of the 21-day Earn More Money Challenge. How about we purpose and commit to speak out our two hashtags for this challenge? Say it after me. If my money is not growing, it's causing me pain. This year, I multiply my earnings. But what does it take? What does it take to make 2022 your year of doubling, tripling, and quadrupling your income? What does it take to launch your year effectively as regards your money so that it becomes your best year? And here we are talking numbers, your numbers. Begin by changing your mind about this year. What number do you want to see on 31st of December, midnight? What is your number? As we were approaching the end of last year, most people were like, just can't wait for the new year. I can't wait to cross over. You may also have been part of those. Equally, I wanted to cross over because many of people I know uh, didn't get to this year, and may their souls rest in peace. Question is, now that you have crossed over, what is your game plan to make this year different? Could your fatigue for last year may have come partially from financial pressures? And if you don't shift how you think, how you launch into this new year, nothing is likely to change on your numbers. I'm very interested in helping you make your desired numbers a reality. Move them from the head into reality. Own your number, your big, hairy, audacious goal for 2022. Internalize it. Write it down in your money journal. And I hope by now you've invested in your money journal. So let's dive in on the must do's and must haves to make this year different. Let's start with the first one. Just start. Just start. Sitting down to start a task that requires significant mental effort can often feel the hardest part of the journey. Just getting started could be the most difficult thing for many people. And it's about overcoming the obstacle. The obstacle could be mental, emotional, physical. Something is holding you back from diving in right now. So you procrastinate. Joseph Ferrari is a psychologist. He says that procrastination is not waiting, it is more than delaying. It is a decision not to act. You've made a mental decision not to act. So you find a reason to push it to tomorrow, to push it to the next hour, to push it to the afternoon. Start now. What exactly is holding you back from that initial push to get started? What is holding you back? How can you move past the resistance and launching right now? So you find we are all outfitted with all these hang-ups. Either it's perfectionism, time pressure, I have a lot to do, I'm busy, or impulsive, being disorganized. We have all these reasons why we can't get started. Pick your poison. What is that is poisoning you from getting started? Thinking critically about the root cause of what is holding you back from starting will help you tackle that resistance and begin to overcome it. Just start investing. Just start that business. Do that CV. Improve that CV. Send it. Start whatever it is you need to start to put money in your pocket. When I was beginning this challenge, that was the yesterday, I faced real pushback. Pushback from every front. And for me, my mantra, when there's pushback, it's a good thing. Something good is in this thing. So I insist and do it. So I faced real pushback. There was no power. My backup didn't pick up. And I had to launch literally in the wee hours of the night. I had all the reasons to call it off. And remember, I mean, I have coaching to do. I have my calendar is full, but I had to launch this thing. I had to get started. And it's not how you start that is important, but how you finish. So start that which you need to finish. It's not where you start, but how you finish. Think about a sporting event. Many of us love sports. Where are we more concerned? What makes us enjoy watching sport? Are we concerned with who is winning at halftime, or who is winning when they are beginning? We are all concerned with who wins at the end of the race. So when we are working on multiplying our income this year, it's not just where you start that is important. We have to have the end in mind. Focus on the end, on that end game. You may be looking at what you have right now, where you are. You may be heavily in debt, or your income is inconsistent or very low. You may just have taken your children to school and parted with a lot of money, or you're penniless. Right now, you've lost your job in the new year, or you're faced with a salary cut, or you opened your business this year and nobody has walked in. Today we are on day 12. It's not where you start, it, it's how you finish. Just get started. Number two, increase your hunger. When I got into the corporate world before I launched into entrepreneurship, My corporate life, in my corporate life, I rose up very fast and quickly. And with that came a lot of comforts, benefits, cocktails, gifts all over. And all this got me comfortable. I just didn't want anything that required me to roll up my sleeves. I confined myself into the office comforts, which I even carried with me at home. That feeling that I'm a boss and the world owes me, a sense of deservingness. I'm being owed a favor when for doing nothing. So it was a mental state. It was an attitude that the world owes me. And many people struggle with this. People feel they deserve money without earning it. You are owed nothing, deserve nothing, and are entitled to nothing. Entitled people will never work hard. They'll not work hard enough to earn more because they feel things should be given. If you are at this point right now, I encourage you to shift your mindset from this feeling of entitlement. Shift this to one of increasing your hunger daily. Be hungry, stay hungry. increase your hunger. So if you can maintain a constant sense of hunger, you will be driven to achieve your dreams. Remember, dreams are free, but goals have a cost. To achieve your goals, there is a cost to it. To achieve your big, hairy, audacious goal for 2022, it comes at a price. And hunger is the ultimate driver. If you are hungry, you can get the strategy. If you're hungry, you will get the client. If you're hungry, you'll make that call. You'll get what works. You'll keep looking, keep searching to get what works. The best way to keep your hunger is to get around people who are equally hungry. If you spend time with people who are comfortable, who feel entitled, who feel they have arrived, yeah, who feel take debt to be their money and feel comfortable in the space of debt, providing they're paying their monthly installments and feel comfortable in that space, you are actually going backwards. You have to stay hungry. Watch the people you're spending time with. That is why the Money Coaching Hub is the place to be, because there you're pushed. Every month when we meet on the first Friday of the month, you'll hear somebody who has made a step. The stories, we always have a networking session. The stories that we were hearing last Friday, somebody posted, shared with us. In December, their income went up by 20%. And that gets you thinking. It gets you moving. It gets your mind working. How can I surpass that? How can I do more? You need to be with incredible people who are purposeful, intentional, and moving. Don't get comfortable. So you must continuously monitor whom you spend time with. Surround yourself with people who are achieving, who are moving, who are hungry. And another way to increase your hunger is to internalize your numbers. Face your numbers. For instance, if I ask you, what is your wealth number? That number that if today your paycheck does not come your way, if today, for whatever reason, you can no longer work for a business or a job, so no income is coming in from any source, you have no income source, how long will you be able to survive? And this is something that people were faced with during the COVID, at the onset of COVID in 2020, where incomes were curtailed. How long will you be able to survive? Survival at the standards of living without downsizing. Given your current level of expenses, how long, the way you've structured your money, how long will you be able to survive? Understand your numbers. Know your numbers. When you know your numbers, you will keep on the treadmill. You'll stop getting comfortable and feeling entitled. Number 3, don't do major work. Yeah? Let me rephrase that. Don't major in minor things. Women, we are good at this. Majoring in minor things. If you take up your major time to focus on minor things, you will be behind in your income curve. Always ask yourself, how is this contributing to my number? Define what is major time and minor time. Yeah? Define what is major time and minor time. And in the Money Coaching Journal, there is actually a topic, not a topic, a section on this, on how you manage your time. I'm trying to open it to see if I'll find it. And it speaks about the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. This will help you identify the 20% high leveraged activities which generate 80% of your revenue. Yeah? What can I outsource? What can I delegate? I don't have to do everything. I don't have to be the one to always be selecting that tomato in the market. What can I outsource? What can I delegate? So that I use my high leveraged, I use my prime time on 20% of high leveraged activities that generate 80% of my revenue. So don't mistake just movement, yeah, being busy into achievement. Because sometimes you find we can be easily faked up into being busy. Everyone is busy. Busy, being busy is good, but busy doing what? Evaluate your results. Just being busy in meetings, proposals, prospecting, and all this, and it can't reflect on your numbers, does not help. Number 4, consistent self-discipline. The gateway to achieving your end in mind number on 31st of December 2022, midnight. It's not in setting goals and making resolutions and putting up good-looking things on your vision board. It is not in learning how to be better, to better manage your time. It's not in mastering the attributes of leadership and management. All this is very good. And it's something you should not exclude doing. You should do it, but not end there. Every day, in 1,000 ways, we are all learning to do good things. We spend our lifetime gathering information in classrooms, seminars, listening to audios, and all this. If knowledge is power and the gateway to success, why then do we fall back on our objectives? Why then do you have this number in your head and we don't bring it to reality? So there may be many answers to this, but one of the main reasons is absence of consistent self-discipline. Yeah? Absence of consistent self-discipline. Applying what you know in simple terms. So better than just gathering knowledge, applying the knowledge. And once we've applied this knowledge, we must study the results, understand what is the outcome of what I've done, and keep refining what you're doing. So by trying, observing, refining, trying again, what we know, our knowledge will inevitably begin producing results. You'll start seeing the numbers. And with this, you'll be positively reinforced to a continuous to progress. So it takes consistent self-discipline to master the art of setting goals, yeah, of achieving your goals. So if you don't make consistent self-discipline part of your daily life, have a formula for starting your day, continuing your day, and ending your day. Develop certain rituals and inculcate them in your day. When, as an entrepreneur, you find that your income is inconsistent, you may just need to take a look at your consistent self-discipline on the things you've committed to do. So for you to overcome the fear of failure, the fear of that nagging voice in your head that keeps telling you things are impossible, things will not work, yeah? It takes consistent self-discipline. Keep doing, keep going. So I encourage you to look at these 4 things we've looked at today. Just start. Number 1, increase your hunger. Number 2, don't major in minor things. Number 3. Number 4, consistent self-discipline. And it's a wrap with me, Edith, your money coach. Let's reconnect tomorrow.